It starts with a spark that lights the way to progress. Ideas, questions, and solutions that fire up the imagination. Discoveries leading to innovations radiating with hope. Since opening its doors in 1925, the Hebrew University of Jerusalem has inspired the relentless pursuit of knowledge for meaningful change in our world, with a unique culture that empowers innovators to push the limits of human potential and achieve things we never imagined were possible. Hebrew University has evolved into a global leader across academic disciplines to develop cutting-edge research, educate leaders, and prepare future generations of outstanding scientists and scholars in all fields of learning. Consistently ranked among the top 100 universities in the world, Hebrew University has an award-winning faculty that produces scientific breakthroughs and commercial solutions to some of the most important global challenges facing humanity.
I'm ready.
You start the interview.
Okay? Okay!
So what is my dream?
My dream is to take our scientific discoveries in small dimensions of materials into large dimension of real-world applications.
And my big dream for the future is to bring solar energy to our routinely day life.
To move this border between what computers can do and what humans can do.
It'll give us an important tool for preventing diseases, not only cancer, but other diseases as well.
We're trying to harness the superpower of nature.
My dream is to help people suffering from neurodegenerative or mental disease.
To develop a targeted drug to treat and relieve the core symptoms of autism spectrum disorder.
The Hebrew University lets researchers do whatever they dream of doing. There's no other university in Israel that have so many startups and companies.
To be in a university is to stay a kid.
If you want to open new directions and new fields, it's very open and possible.
Well, I'm passionate about changing the world to a better place for our children. Working at the Hebrew University makes me feel like there is nothing we cannot reach.
Revolutionary advances in fields such as science, humanities, law, social sciences, agriculture, and medicine are all made possible thanks to the work being done at Hebrew University. In the coming years, Hebrew University will continue to innovate and address the many challenges facing humanity, from computational medicine and urban innovation to food tech and harnessing the power of quantum science. Hebrew University. It's more than an institution. It's a torch passed on from generation to generation, lighting the way for those who dare to dream.
Wow, what a beautiful video. A very good afternoon, everyone. Greetings from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Quite enlightening, quite exciting. Hope you all are doing well and are excited for this amazing webinar that we have lined up for you today. As we can see, the participants are still joining in. So I'll just request everyone to please keep their microphone on mute. If you have any questions, meanwhile, please try to put the same in the chat box. We will try to answer as many as possible during the webinar, or maybe at the end of the Q&A session when we have it. The session is also being recorded. Okay. So just allow me to introduce myself very quickly. My name is Zaid Khan, and I'm the in-country officer in India for the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. It is my pleasure to welcome you all today for this wonderful webinar. Let's have a look at what you can expect from today's webinar. First thing first, we will be having an introduction to HUJI and the international office at HUJI. We will explore why HUJI is the best choice, absolute best choice for research, the Einstein legacy, and so much more. Next, we will have an introduction to the Faculty of Agriculture, Food, and Environment, who will walk us through the various academic and research programs at the faculty, the impact they have created on the real world agriculture, and much more. We will also have an introduction to the India desk for HUJI. To make things exciting, we have also invited two of the amazing, talented students from the Hebrew University with us today who will share their experiences and insights. Right? It is always good to have someone from the insider to give some experience, right? And in the last part of the webinar, we have an interactive question and answer round where you can ask your questions and gain more information. So yes, that is all that we have planned for you ahead for today. So without any further ado, let's get started. Again, I'll request all the participants to please keep their microphone on mute. And again, if you have any question, please use the chat box for the same. It is my pleasure to introduce you to all the wonderful speakers panel that we have for today. We have Professor Eyal, we have Ms. Noah Schwarzwald, we have Ms. Nama Oyan, and of course myself. We also have two amazing student speakers today, Ms. Sheetal and Dr. Anuj Kumar. Let's get started with the introduction to HUJI and the international office. For this, I would like to invite Ms. Nama Oyan. Nama Oyan is the director of the International Marketing Division at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, where she leads global recruitment, marketing, and international engagement, working closely with academic units, alumni, and partners worldwide. Over to you, Nama.
Thank you, Zed. Thank you. As Zed introduced me very nicely, my name is Nama Orion, and I'm heading the International Marketing Division of the university. It is a great pleasure to spend this afternoon here with you and to bring a lot of information about the Hebrew University and especially about our wonderful Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Environment. Thank you for joining us, and I hope this session will be inspiring and will lead you to consider Israel and Jerusalem, the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, as your next destination to develop your academic career. I would like to add something a little bit maybe cheeky or naughty. Those of you who have your cameras off, I do suggest to open them because we really like to be engaged with our audience and to see the people we're talking with. It is always nice. The Hebrew University is very proud to be the largest home for Indian students, the Indian community in Israel, especially at the PhD and postdoctoral level. Large percentage of our research community is from India, and we always have good communication and good engagement, and it's much nicer to present the Hebrew University and to have this presentation in front of you today when we can see your reaction. So thank you for those who started, put your cameras on, and your scholarships opportunities just rose three levels. I do want to mention something else, that this year is particularly special for the Hebrew University. We are proudly marking 100 years since the founding of the Hebrew University. The university opened its gates at 1925, and this year is our centennial, and we look forward to welcoming you to our next century of global impact. But let's start with some facts and figures. The State of Israel was established in 1948, very, very similar to India. The cornerstone of our university was set in 1918, and even before, that means even before Israel was a country, there was a strong understanding that once the state will be established, its main resource would be the people, and therefore academia will play a pivotal role. The Hebrew University is a multi-campus. I will elaborate more about it shortly. Medium-sized university. And of our student body, approximately 40% is graduate level students. As an indicator that first and foremost, this is a research-intensive university. We take great pride in our international community. Out of a total of a student body of 25,000 students, approximately 10% is international, pending the level of study. As we go further up the level, we see a lot more international students from many more countries. We have a very wide selection of academic programs in different levels of study, and I will cover more about it shortly. If you can move to the next slide, please. So the Hebrew University of Jerusalem was established by five founding figures, five founding fathers, each representing a distinct academic discipline: science, psychology, philosophy, and humanities. You can see and recognize, I'm sure, some of the faces and the people you see on this slide in front of you right now. Albert Einstein, said we can move forward to the next slide, became an active member of the university's board of governors and also generously donated his entire personal archive of scientific and also personal papers to the university, including his renowned theory of relativity. You can ask Zed. He visited our archives in Jerusalem and he witnessed the vast items of Albert Einstein in this archive. He also saw a copy of the theory of relativity, because this is something that we keep safe. Today, the archives in our university is one of the world's most premier collections of the most famous scientists of all times around the world. In the spirit of our founding fathers, we uphold their legacy of excellence, innovation, and of course, interdisciplinary collaboration. So what makes us so unique? The Hebrew University is a comprehensive university covering all fields of science and very interdisciplinary by its nature, which enables you to combine your fields of interest in your study. Hebrew University is an integral and active part in the Startup Nation ecosystem of Israel. I'm sure you've heard of it quite a lot. Many of our faculty members are involved in applied research, including some of the faculty present here today, that lead to commercialization and development of innovative product. Yesum is the university-owned tech transfer company, and it generates over $2 billion a year in sales. These strong ties allow us to offer our students wide selection of internship opportunities, industry networks, and much, much more. And maybe for some of you, it's the most important topic to cover and to tell you about. The university is very much student-focused. The Israeli culture is informal and open and very, very relaxed, and so to our faculty and administrative staff. Informal, approachable, and we'll do everything to make our students comfortable in order to allow them to focus on their study and the research. We have a wonderful student support system to make every effort to support our students during their studies and to make you feel both welcome and at home. Our faculty and alumni, you see, it's a bit of bragging and pride, just to show some of the awards our faculty, the university was awarded with. And the faculty and alumni are recipients of the most prestigious prizes, including 10 Nobel Prize laureates, Fields Medal, that's the Nobel Prize of Mathematics, and many others. Many of these faculty still work, research, and teach at the Hebrew University. And our students have the opportunity to meet, learn, interact with some of the leading scientists of today. The Hebrew University is the leading university in Israel and is ranked 86th globally. It is in the top of the charts of many of the subject rankings as well, as you can see in this slide. Okay, so I've mentioned earlier today that Hebrew University is a multi-campus university, and today we are focusing on one of our most beautiful campuses. But I would like to introduce you the full scope. We have six campuses, home to different schools and faculties. 3 of them in Jerusalem. These are the faculties you can see the photos of at the top of your screen. Mount Scopus, the one on your left, is the home of social sciences, humanities, business, law, social work, and our international school. In Kerem, the one in the middle top photo is the Faculty of Medicine and Dental Medicine. It's an affiliated campus to the Hadassah Hospital. Safa campus, the 3rd one in Jerusalem, is home for the Faculty of Natural Sciences, Brain Sciences, Computer Sciences, and Engineering. The 3 photos you see at the bottom of your screen are of our campuses outside Jerusalem. The middle one is our beautiful campus of Rehovot, home to our Faculty of Agriculture, Food, and Environment. It's the only one of its kind in Israel, and this is our main focus for today's presentation. On the left, Bet Dagan is the faculty, again, the only faculty in Israel is the School of Veterinary Sciences. And on your bottom right-hand side, it's our faculty in Eilat, an interdisciplinary center for marine sciences and marine biology. That's the southmost part of Israel on the shores of the Red Sea. Wonderful. So I've mentioned before that Hebrew University is a research-intensive university. We have over 100 research centers and institutes that cover a wide range of fields from nanosciences to nanotechnology, international relations, cyber, history. These centers produce cutting-edge research to address some of the world's most pressing challenges. These centers provide a dynamic environment for scholars and students to collaborate and make meaningful contributions to their respective fields. Here are some examples of our leading research centers at the forefront of science, from Fraunhofer Center for Cybersecurity, Center for Nanotechnology, Center for Cannabinoid Research. This is just to name a few. Of course, the Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Environment is home to many research centers as well. So Hebrew University offers wide range of programs in all levels of study. In front of you, you can see a quick survey popping on your screen, just for us to have a better understanding of your aims and your desired level of study. So if you can quickly help us and answer this poll. Perfect, thank you very much. I see that big majority is for PhD and postdocs. Also, some of you are interested in master's level, which are also available, and other. If you can, those who marked other, if you can quickly mention in the chat what type of programs you're interested to hear more about, it would be wonderful. Thank you. Okay, Zed, I think we can move to the next slide, please. Okay, it's a big topic, career development, and how do we support you moving forward in your career path, and how can we contribute to this already during your studies. We know that our students have high career goals, and our team is here to help you reach them. We prepare students not only for academic success, but also for real-world impact, building skills, experience, and global networks needed to thrive professionally. We have an international alumni association. We work closely with our alumni and Many of our alumni work in some of the world's leading companies across tech, pharma, agriculture, and research and beyond. You can see just a few of those companies in front of you here on your screens. Whether through internships, hands-on research, international partnerships, the Hebrew University opens doors far beyond your classroom. Let's move to the next hot topic, which is scholarships. Always interesting to hear, and we will discuss this in far more details later. Just for you to bear in mind that various programs give scholarships, especially on research tracks. Just contact the programs and the information center for more information about this. In research, scholarships are based on academic excellence, and the relevant PI will be able to provide you with information about the scholarships offered for you. My last comment would be about our research portal. That was too quick with the poll team. Okay. Okay, thank you. That's good. If you can do it together when I'm providing you some information about our research portal. The Hebrew University has a centralized research opportunity portal. If you just Google Hebrew University research opportunity, you'll be able to log on to our system. Many of our openings in different faculties, research teams, and labs are listed on this portal, and you can submit your application directly via the portal itself. Just bear in mind that what we have doesn't necessarily cover all the different opportunities and options we have at the Hebrew University. We have a lot of information on our website guiding you on how to like the best practice on how to approach RPI and what sort of information would you need to include in your presentation or in your application. So I welcome you to visit our website, Hebrew University International, visit the research opportunity portal for more information about openings that currently recruit research students to the labs and groups. And all the information is very much available for you to see and to explore. You're welcome to browse through the listings in this portal now and then, because they are being updated regularly. And also, if you don't find something that is very much specific to your fields of research or field of interest, you can always search what is available in terms of research is taking place by our different PIs and faculty, and approach them directly. This is something very common as well. So this path is open for you. I'd like to thank you. I see the majority of you selected already this coming summer as your starting date. So we have a lot to cover in order to make this accessible for you. I would love to meet you when you're here in Israel. Welcome to the world of Hebrew University. Our team is here throughout the sessions to support you, and we'll make sure you have all your questions answered. Thank you, Zed. Back to you.
Wow, really, really amazing insights, Nama. It's so good to see what the university has achieved and how we are breaking through the roof for everything, right? Wow, truly amazing. Thank you so much, Nama, for the wonderful insights. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Great. So now let's get started with the introduction to the Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Environment. For that, I would like to invite Professor Eyal. Professor Eyal Erb is an associate professor in the Department of Environmental Economics and Management at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. He serves as a vice dean for the international affairs and as the head of International School of Agriculture in the Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Environment. His research, grounded in experimental and behavioral economics, focuses on decision making under risk and uncertainty, food choices, and food waste. We also have Ms. Noah with us. Ms. Noah Schwarzwald is an international program team leader at the Hebrew University, at the International School of Agriculture Sciences at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. She leads international academic programs, develops global partnerships, and manages international events, conferences, and delegations in the field of agriculture, food, and environment. Over to you, Professor Eyal and Ms. Noah.
Thank you, Jed. Just a sec. Right. Thank you, Zed. So hi, I'm Eyal, and it is a great pleasure to share with you this lovely afternoon and tell you a little bit about our faculty and our programs. Behind me, you see just a tip of the iceberg of how beautiful this campus is. And here, and here you see the main campus area, which is where all our offices and laboratories and classes are located. And a bit north of that, we have a very large experimental farm area in which we also conduct experiments. This campus, as Nama mentioned earlier, is in Rehovot, really close to Tel Aviv, if you are familiar with the city, in the center of Israel, about 20 minutes from Jerusalem. The faculty, also a little bit history. So it was established in 1942 with, at the time, only 21 students in animal sciences. And since 1952, it became a faculty of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. And now we have 2,400 students, about 111 faculty members, 500 annual courses, about 22 study programs. Importantly, all our graduate studies are conducted in English, which is very welcome and suitable for international students such as you guys. We have in the faculty 1,500 undergraduates, 400 master students, about 300 PhDs, and about 200 veterinary medicine doctoral program, which is the equivalent of PhD in veterinary. And also we have lots of postdocs, of course, 15 of the current. So currently we have about 150 international students at the campus as we speak, and about 15 of them are postdocs from India. The faculty is composed of 4 institutes: the Institute of Plant Sciences, Institute of Biochemistry and Food Sciences and Nutrition, Institute of Animal Sciences, and the Veterinary School, and the Institute of Environmental Sciences, which is composed of 4 departments: the Department of Plant Pathology and Microbiology, Department of Entomology, Department of Soil and Water Sciences, and the Department of Environmental Economics and Management. As you heard, I'm a researcher in that department. So, Sama mentioned, we are the only academic institute in Israel to offer a degree in agricultural sciences, which make us also the best agricultural faculty in the country. The only academic institute to offer a degree in veterinary medicine, and the leading institute in Israel to offer a degree in nutritional sciences. Our goal is to promote the ability to feed future generations through modern knowledge-based agriculture while preserving the quality of the environment. So we tackle one of the most, I think personally, that is maybe the most challenge currently globally, to alleviate world's hunger and thirst by increasing agricultural productivity and while protecting the environment for our future generations and children. You probably are familiar with the Sustainable Development Goals of the UN. So zero hunger, of course, is maybe the main goal, as I mentioned earlier, but actually the faculty research and also studies tackle and address all Sustainable Development Goals that are mentioned here. And we do research with both, academic basic research, but also high impact on markets, on society, and on the community, and also globally. So here are some success story. Again, it's only the tip of the iceberg. For example, cherry tomatoes that you probably are familiar with. So in the faculty, our researchers, Professor Chaim Rabinovich and Nahum Kedar, by breeding, made cherry tomato mass market suitable. Beforehand, it was not. It had a very short shelf life, and it was not suitable for mass markets. And since the 80s, they become such, and now they are available in most countries in the world. And of course, there are other here that I won't get into, but you can see some only few examples, such as drip irrigation, soil solarization. We are, as you know, a warm country with a lot of sun, and we utilize it, and so on and so forth. Just one maybe a sentence on that. Of course, most of this is done through innovation in our labs. And here you can see the investment in alternative protein companies commercialized based on academic research in millions of US dollars. And you can see here that the Hebrew University, by far, here you see some companies that were developed from the universities. So it's by far had the most investment in Israel compared to other institutes. So let me share you a little bit about, tell you about our academic programs. With respect to master program, we have two main tracks. One is the 2-year thesis track, and the other is 1-year non-thesis track. Let me start with the 2 years thesis track. Here you see all our departments. Each department has such an MSc program. It includes 24 credit points, credit study programs, and of course research, which is your thesis. And in each and every department, you need basically to find your PI, your supervisor, where in her or his lab, you are going to conduct your research and write your thesis. And this is a 2-year research thesis track. As I mentioned, you see all departments here. In each and every department, we have such a program. Admission requirements is undergraduate degree in agricultural sciences, nutrition, biology, economy, or other related fields, minimum final grade of 80 or equivalent in your country. Of course, English proficiency. I again stressed out that all our graduate studies are conducted in English. And of course, very important is approved thesis supervisor, meaning a supervisor that is willing to accept you to do your thesis within their lab. And also, as you see, physics, mathematics, and computer science can be relevant, for example, for agroinformatics program. And when you apply, you can check that as well. So here you see the main link to our faculty website, and you just to encourage you to go and explore, because when you find your supervisor, you need to convince them that you are interested enough, that you are interesting enough, that you are capable, and so on, to conduct your study in their lab. So here when you click study, you can see all the information about the departments that you saw earlier. And when you click research, you can get to each and every department and see the faculty there. And I encourage you in your field of interest to search the relevant faculty that you may be interested in their topics. And before you contact them, learn about what they do and maybe read a paper or two and so on to be able to convince them later that you know what you're talking about. Another place to look for supervisors is the Agriculture Research Organization, the Vulcani Institute, that resides not far from us. And here you see some departments, and there too, here you see also the link to their website. You can find supervisors. Sometimes they conduct research together with the supervisors within the faculty. Sometimes they do their own research. But the two institutes are very connected and work together all the time. So this is also a good opportunity to look for supervisors. So that was the main MSc 2 years with thesis. Okay, so let me tell you about the degree, 1 year degree without thesis. This year, so for the next year, starting on October 2026, the relevant topics or departments are or programs are MSc in Plant Sciences and MSc in Environmental Quality Sciences. This is conducted in even years. And later in 2027, and actually also there was a program starting this October, MSc in Animal Sciences and MSc in Nutrition that is conducted in odd years. Now, importantly, within these programs, you can, part of the program is, of course, courses, but also part of the program is a research exercise. And with this research exercise, you are, you enter a lab and you work in the lab and do research, not at a, like big as thesis, but a little bit smaller in scale, but still you do your own research. And this is a great opportunity to find also a supervisor because you are already linked with the lab and you are already work with PIs. And then it is much easier to stay for another year for a full thesis track within this program. Here you see our students, international students from most places in the world, actually, they are coming, including, of course, India. And as I mentioned, because of that research exercise, most of our students that start this program, even though it was officially with no thesis, stay. You have the option to stay for another year, if indeed the supervisor is willing also work with you and you are capable and so on. So the vast majority of students actually stay here for another year and complete the full MSc thesis track, even within this program, and many of them also pursue a PhD degree. So this could be also a very good opportunity to come join us. Here you see some places, sorry, oops. Some opportunities to where you can go after you get to the program. Essentially, when you have a graduate degree with the Hebrew University, many doors are opened for you. So you are relatively flexible in finding your way and your own interest, whether to go to the academia and continue with research or to firms and so on. Okay, let me, before ending, just tell you a little bit about the international. So again, go I encourage you to go to their website, and you can see the information about the international school as well. These are the master programs that I've just mentioned, right? The non-thesis track and the thesis track, but you have also many information for international students. And we have support systems helping you with essentially everything you need, both in terms of visa and getting here and study with us. And we have student support and social kind of activities. And we do everything in our ability to make you feel almost home away from home. So that's essentially the idea. So with that, I'll conclude. We hope to see you on campus, and I'm pretty sure that you are familiar with this phrase that we are highly believe in. If medicine can save a few lives, agriculture can save millions, and this is what we are trying to achieve. So thank you, and thank you, Zed, and back to you.
Thank you so much, Professor Eyal. Ms. Nova, would you like to add something?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity, and hello, everyone. Okay, so just to say a few things that I put on the chat, some useful links for the faculties. You can find all the research opportunity over there and a lot of information about our researchers. Also, a useful link for the postdoc, because I saw that there were some questions about postdoc, about the process and everything. So everything is written there. And of course, a link for our program, the non-thesis program, the international school. You can find all the information, the contact info. I will also going to write down my personal email. Please feel free to contact me, even if you have a question that I'm not the person, but still I will be happy to connect between you and the right person. So just a little bit to elaborate about what Eyal said, just in terms of all the, let's say, non-academic issues such as dormitories. So we have an on-campus dormitories. Well, the students can live in, and we also have a guest house, which is like small apartments. It's also on campus. We can help you with that issue with visa. Other social activities that we're hosting either with our student union here and or with the Welcome Center in Jerusalem, because we are located in the city of Rehovot. It's not Jerusalem, but still, I mean, the students here are part of larger community, the international students here at HUJI. So we also have some activities that are not only for the students at the faculty, but also on a larger aspect with the other students, other international students in HUJI. So we have social activities, celebrating holidays, because it's something that is very important to us, that align with the academic career. You will also have some experience how is to live in Israel, and it's something that we are also taking care of. I think in general, if you have some question, I will be happy to answer afterwards.
Sure. Wow, thank you so much, Ms. Noah, for those wonderful insights. I must add to what Professor Eyal and Ms. Noah mentioned. I had the pleasure to be to the Rehovot campus, and it is one of the most beautiful campuses I've ever seen. It's so magical, it's so mystic, it's you can't describe it, it's very beautiful. And of course, I have been a part of the student culture there for some time, so I was able to explore the way the students are pampered at Hebrew University. I'm sure no other university does that. Like I can say that with full confidence. It's like they're pampered throughout their stay at the university. That's for sure. So yeah, thank you so much for those wonderful insights, Professor Eyal and Snowa. We'll carry forward with the session. I'll just share my screen. Yes. So I can see in the chat box as well, we have students, participants who have a lot of questions about the application process. How does it work? Let's try to answer all of this as much as possible. So yeah, let's talk about the India Help Desk. Just a short intro again. My name is Zaid Khan and I'm the in-country officer in India. I am based out of Mumbai. You can find my email address and my contact number. You can also text me over WhatsApp. Uh, I recently had the chance to visit the campus, the Hebrew University of Jerusalem in Israel, and all the many campuses. And I just mentioned about Rehovot, right? But other campuses, the Safra campus, the Mount Scopus, and all of the campuses are basically so beautiful. The students are amazing. The level of research we have at the institute is off the charts. I mean, I was amazed by the research work they're producing, the machineries, the so much talent of the students, the PIs, in the time, the efforts that the PIs are investing in the students, and it is equally translated and reflected from the students as well. They are equally participating, and I can just go on and on, speaking about the university. But yeah, maybe some other time. Unfortunately, we are very short on time. So yeah, let's try to understand how to apply. Okay. So we for an application process, we basically have two ways. There are two ways a candidate can apply with us. Firstly, before we talk about these two ways, of course, as Professor Eyal mentioned, we have a very direct method of application for the master's program. So we have these four amazing master programs for plant sciences, animal sciences, nutrition sciences, and environmental quality sciences. So there is a direct pathway to apply for all of them. You can directly go to the website, fill out the form, and apply for the same. It's like if you really want if you're really looking for an MSc degree and you really want to join the prestigious university, the Hebrew University, of course, it's the right pathway. It's a direct way that you can, just, snap and, just be a part of the university. It's like it's one of the unique features that is there with the Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Environment, right? An easy pathway for the students to join them, making your lives easy, of course. Okay. Now let's talk about the rest two ways where you can apply as a research candidate. Okay. So the very first way is the research portal. As Nama already discussed about the research portal, we have this amazing and dedicated research portal for you all where you can visit. The website is mentioned over here. You can visit the same. You can explore the various listings we have on the portal. Okay. And you can look around the areas across the fields for MSCs, for PhDs, for postdocs. And on the listing, you can directly apply. You can directly click on the apply button, you can fill in your relevant details, and you can submit the relevant documents, your CVs, your transcripts, and your motivation letter. And it's that easy to apply. Like it's just few simple steps and your application is submitted to us. Then the second way that we have, let's say for some reason, maybe you're not able to find a relevant opening on the research portal. Maybe you're into something else and you think, okay, this is not very relevant to me. Maybe I should explore some other PI's lab at the HUJI or at the Faculty of Agriculture. So let's say in that case, you can directly reach out to us via email or contact number, maybe over a call or maybe on WhatsApp. Now let's try to understand this application pathways in detail. Firstly, how to apply via the research portal. It's very simple, as I already mentioned. You just directly go there, you just directly apply, you fill in your form, you submit your documents, necessary documents, and the application is completed. Okay. Once you apply, we will be reaching out to you. The India desk will reach out to you. We will have a discussion with you about your application, and we will forward your application then to the relevant PI, and that's it. The PI will take it forward with you. and proceed with the next step. A very simple way of application. Next, let's say again, as I mentioned, if you can't find your relevant opening on the research portal, what you can do is the first step could be you can reach out to us via email or call. So you can type an email to us, you can text us over WhatsApp or maybe call us. You can discuss your research interest with us. We can help you identify the research areas that we have at the Hebrew University. We can also help you post that. We can also help you shortlisting the PI. So as per your profile, you can shortlist the relevant PIs that are there for you at the Hebrew University. Next step would be to share your documents, your CVs, your motivation letter, your transcripts, and at the end, we will review those and revert back to you on your application. So these are the simple 5-step process that we have for you in case if you can't find the relevant opening on the research portal. Now, very important point that you must make sure whenever you're applying, be it through the research portal or be it directly writing it to us, please have the following 3 things ready before you are writing or you're applying on the portal. The first thing being your CV. Okay, make sure you have the most updated CV till date when you're applying. And also the CV should highlight your relevant research experience for the position for which you're applying for. The second part is the transcripts. So whatever position you're applying for, make sure you have the transcripts ready with you, whichever is applicable, the bachelor's, the master's, or the PhD degrees, whichever is applicable, please make sure you have them ready in the PDF format. And last but not the least, a very important thing that we look forward to in an applicant and an application as well is the motivation letter. Okay, so please read about the PI's lab, please read about their research work, and then accordingly choose the PI. And only if you find yourself a good fit for the PI's lab, then you can tailor your motivation letter according to the PI's lab. Of course, referencing the PI to PI's name, explaining why you are interested in working in that particular PI's lab and why you are a good fit for that PI's lab. So that is how you can tailor and customize your motivation letter. So that is how all the application process we have. Okay, of course, we have the applications rolling out very soon. We are starting with the application window. Okay, we have the year starting in October 2026. So masters, PhDs, postdocs, of course, we welcome you all for the same. And yeah, that was all about the India desk and how can we assist you with your applications. Next, let's move on to the next part of the webinar. Let me invite the amazing and talented students from the Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Environment at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, who are from India, and they will share with us some of their insights, some of their insider tips, and some of their experience. So for today, we have Ms. Sheetal with us. Ms. Sheetal is a student at the Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Environment at HUJI. She recently finished a master's degree in Department of Plant Sciences. Her research focus is on Brachypodium rhizophorus microbiome, plant microbiome interaction, and microbial diversity across environmental gradients. She did her BSc bachelor's degree in Junagadh Agriculture University in India. We also have Dr. Anuj Kumar with us, who is a postdoctoral student at the Faculty of Agriculture at HUJI. He has finished his MSc in Applied Mathematics from Amity University in India and his PhD from IIT Patna in India. And he's currently enrolled as a postdoctoral researcher. So I would like to welcome both of you, Ms. Sheetal and Dr. Anuj, to please share your experiences, please share your insights with the amazing participants that we have today. Over to you.
Thank you, Zed. So myself, Sheetal, and thank you to all of you for inviting me firstly. It's really interesting and good to know that you are arranging all this for Indian students. So about the university, I would start with my experience. I came in the faculty first time for my internship and I was doing my bachelor's. And it was my first time to travel abroad also. So, and it was COVID times. I was super scared. I didn't know how to go. It was my first time to travel in a flight. But at the airport, it took too much time for me at that time because of the COVID issues. The one thing I liked there was my supervisor. He was with me on the phone all the time when I was at airport. and talking to me, asking me how it's going. And it was like 1 o'clock of the night, and he's still with me, and he didn't sleep until I came to the guest house. It was really nice to know, and it was really nice experience at that time, and that made me realize that I want to stay here more and do more research. It I saw their first time, like in India, you, at least in my university, it didn't happen that bachelor students are getting the chance to do research. And here I saw even bachelors are doing research, masters have their own projects do research. It was really interesting. And I decided to apply for masters here. And luckily I got my admission in masters. So I'm a student of HUJI, but I also collaborated with Volcany. So my lab is in Volcany right now, and it was really nice experience. We did a lot of lab work. We had some field experience to collect the samples, and I got to know a lot of new technologies here. One of the technology I would say is Maldi. It's a mass spectrometry, but it most of the time it's used in the hospitals. And we are trying to build a culture collection, a library of the bacteria in the plant science department now. So it's interesting how they are collaborating. And I one thing I like here is it's not only lab work or you are just doing your research and publishing. I see how they are connecting with the farmers, with the field. Even in my lab, we have
ठीक है,
4
लाइन
or
में कौन से
5
फार्मर्स
research.
होंगे? अरे
Sorry?
कांदी हॉल वो बना है.
Even in my lab, we have some students who are working with farmers and collecting samples from them, giving them details. So it's really interesting to know. And our campus, it's really nice one. We have a lot of activities. Of course, it's less than the main campus, but our international school is organizing them very well. And we have a swimming pool, gym, which we can access. Even for master students, swimming pool is free. So you can go anytime, chill there. And Rehovot is more like an international community place. We have our campus, and we in front also have Wiseman. So it's you will see if you go out on the streets, you will see a lot of international students. And we also have a big Indian community in Israel. Also, of the students, we have a WhatsApp group of Indian students where we can ask any problem, any questions if we have. And it's also connected to the Embassy of India. So it's really helpful, and it's really, really nice experience. And I'm gonna join my PhD soon now, so I will be staying here more for 5 years. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will try to answer them.
Sure. Thank you so much, Sheetal, for sharing those wonderful, wonderful insights. Really, from the joy on your face, I can just see that, how much excited you are to be there and very soon starting your PhD. Thank you so much. We'll take forward, of course, the first questions. Anuj, can you please share?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So first of all, thank you, Jayad, for inviting me. And I think Seattle has introduced a lot about what is the campus and how it is happening, everything. So I will talk about only few things what I feel here. That means if you are working on interdisciplinary subjects, so that means this university is best for you guys. And because because here there are a lot of labs, and as Seetal mentioned that you can collaborate and learn new things. So as I'm from mathematics department, so here I have very good experience how to do how to collaborate with the experimental works also. So and also the thing here is that your PIs, or what I can say, that all the PIs are very friendly. You can directly contact to them, and also there is no need for any formal things like here there is no issue for the time. That means if you genuinely want to do something good, or if you have very good thing to discuss, then I think everyone is ready for the discussion. So here you will get good time for the discussion. And even though if someone has a background like physics, mathematics, as Jed discussed, or you can also apply here. because there is a lot of interdisciplinary research here is going on. So I think this is the best place for you. For me, it is a good experience, and I am from this faculty of agriculture, and I am also living in the Rehovot. So this is a very beautiful campus, and uh, uh, you can also visit the place, visit this place, because someone has some question like someone want to see how the campus is, how the campus life is. So the thing is that you can also visit the campus and see how the things here is going on. And I feel and I am 100% confirm that you will like this campus, and also the environment here, and also uh, what can I say, that how the courses is running here, and how the research is going on. You can also visit all the labs also, because if you want to visit some labs, then you can contact to PIs or the scholars. So they will also visit all the labs and how they are working. So it will be a very good experience if you visiting here, and seeing the labs and the works, how the people are working here. So it will be good experience for you. So that's it. And
Wow. Great, great, Anush. Thank you so much for sharing those insights. I mean, just so much, learning that you can visit the campus, you can see those things, and
yes,
be a part of it and feel a part of
yes,
it. And of course, join in,
yes.
and of course, be a much larger part of it. And
Yes, and the thing is that here
yeah,
we have a very good number of Indian students. So
yes,
if you are visiting and you are contacting to everyone, so definitely I think everyone uh, definitely like to help you
yes.
to visit the campus and see the things are there.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I do have few questions for you all. I'm just very curious to ask them. Firstly, with Sheetal. Firstly, with you. I mean, I of course see. I am from India, and coming from India after finishing your bachelor's, right? Then joining for MSc in a foreign university abroad. I know how Indian parents can react to this. How Indian parents can take this. Right. So, do you have any story? Do you have any moment like, when you were there and, like, you just announced to your parents that oh, I want to do an MSc abroad in Israel. How was the reaction? How was the process for you?
So I know with Indian parents it gets a bit hard sometimes because they, of course, they want us to succeed, but they also want us to be nearby them. In my case, it was a bit easy because my father is from army, so he always like, oh, go outside, do things. And when I told my parents firstly about the internship, so my mama is like, no, you are not going. Ask someone else to go. Ask your professor that someone else will go. And my father is like, no, you should agree. Go, go right now. Go. Ask them that no, you are going. So they were both like this. But in ending, my mama also agreed. And but I know there are a lot of students who want to come, even from my university, who wanted to come, but they couldn't because their parents didn't approve them. And I would say it's a bit of an issue, but with time I think it's changing. But in my case it was easy, and for my masters my parents, like, I was already seeding in their minds from the starting, "Oh, I will try to apply for masters here." So when I said that I'm really applying, they were fine about it.
Wow, wow. That's so good to hear. That's so good to hear the support. Yes, of
Yeah.
course. It's always a mixed support, right? Maybe from one will
Yeah.
agree, one will disagree. Correct. Okay. Anuj, a little, I'm just curious to know, of course, people coming from different institutes in India, right? Especially
Yes,
from IITs and these kind of institutes, uh,
yes,
people have a preset, a predetermined study destination in their mind. Like, oh, we want to go to US for our masters or
yes,
a PhD,
yes,
or Europe for our masters or
yes.
PhD. So how did you chose HUJI, or how, is it different picking HUJI, and how are you satisfied about picking HUJI as compared to those destinations?
Uh, so for as though as I mentioned that or I can say that for the Indians, they always want to go Europe or US, So so these places are their first choice. So the thing is that I am working, I am searching for some labs, which that means who is working on the interdisciplinary subject, but uh, but also applying, but also using mathematics. Uh, Okay. Okay. So that means also using mathematics in a great extent, because as I mentioned that I am proper belonging to this proper mathematics background. So directly entering into interdisciplinary is quite hard for me. So that's why I'm searching for lab, and luckily I have got the lab where they are using mathematics, and developing models, and also using in the real life. So in that way I have found this lab. And also the that means the if we see the ranking of the this HUJI, and also some of my friend is working here in the same lab. So from there I have get feedback that yes, here the things is very good, and also the research is very good. So in that way I change my mind and join this lab here. And after joining here I am very happy that what I'm thinking for my research career. So I am slowly achieving that thing with the help of this university. So it's good for me.
Wow, it's really good to hear that you made a choice and
Yeah.
you're now quite happy and satisfied with your choice,
Yes.
right? Great, great. I do see this question popping up in the chat box about the safety, correct, in Israel.
Okay. Yes.
I have been there. I can
Yes.
vouch for it.
So
I was there. I was roaming around alone, and
yes.
it was like 100% safe. I was enjoying
Yes.
myself, right, rather.
Yes.
So I just want to know
So
from you, right, because you have
yes,
been
so
there,
I
you are
will
living
share
there.
my experience
Yes, please.
during the war. So I think from that is the good way to start that how I feel here safe. So eventually, when war start, that I will even I or everyone started feeling scared. But 1 and 2 days, I will realize that here I have to here they have some protocols, and if that protocol we will follow with the 100% of that protocols, then there is no need to of worry. And if anyone in this meeting that means the participants, uh, that means in India, because the thing is that our media is that means is aggregating everything in a very high extent with a lot of good music and like that. So that's why it will become hard for our parent to believe that yes, this is the good place. So so in that war, after 1 and 2 days, I will realize that I have to just follow the instruction, and nothing going to happen. So this is my experience. So and for the security issue, I think now I am very close to complete 1 year. So what I feel that in security there is no need to worry about that. If you are here in 1 and 2 months, you will realize that what we see in India, it is not the reality what here it is. So this is the only thing I want to say. And as I previously mentioned that the best start is to that just visit Israel and see how the things go going on, and you will definitely feel very comfortable and very safe, and also uh, uh, what can I say that on, and also you will definitely feel that yes, we can pursue our career here. So these are the things. Now
Wow,
maybe
wow.
Seetal
Yeah.
maybe told more.
Okay. Yeah, so about wartime, I know it was very hard time for everyone, but if I talk about specific Rehovot campus, I would say that it was harder more in the north and south, but as our campus is in the center, it was a bit calm, and we had full support of the international school. We were always getting the mail that it gonna be siren or there gonna be some issues. So we were always getting mail from them. Then we have Homefront Command. It's an app in which you get all the notification all the emergency guidelines if you need anything or what you have to do in emergency situations you get. We have a lot of shelters just in case if there were siren during the war. And it was pretty nice arrangement of everything, I would say. And like we had shelters, then we had a lot of international, also Israeli students. We had good communication with all of them. And it was not, I would say that also like we had a shelter, it's also a bar. So whenever we were having any siren, we were always going to that bar, and then we are scared that oh, it's a siren and this is happening. And then we go to the bar and we see their students playing the pool, playing board games, and then you feel so relaxed and like oh, they are so fine, and it just give you that calm feeling inside. So I would say that it was scary, but it was also a way to bring all of them close. Also the international and Israeli students, they became more close. I got so many new friends, so I would take something positive from it.
Wow, wow, sounds good. Sounds good, Sheetal. Thank you for sharing. One last question, just a quick one, because we are very short on time. Uh, how can we discuss a little bit about the scholarships or the fundings that you get? So how sufficient is it for you to, live in a country like Israel, your daily expenses, accommodation, travel, transports, anything basically as such. So how good is it? In terms of satisfying all the expenses?
Okay, so scholarships, first thing, it's different for each program and for each degree. If I talk specifically about master's degree program, we are getting in the range from 4 to 6,000 shekels, which I would say for a student life, it is sufficient. Also because we have dormitories in the campus, which are with the fine price. Even if you are going outside anywhere to visit any new place, to the museum, anywhere, you always get student discounts. And then it depends on lifestyle, which lifestyle you want to live. But in general, if I say, it's pretty manageable for student life here.
And for the postdoc, I think the scholarship varies between 8 to 11. So if you are getting 9 or something like that, then in that case, because now we have done PhD, so we also need to save some money. So I think that amount of money, if you convert in India, then you will definitely get that. You in every month, even if you are living in inside or outside, I think you will always. Make good saving in every month, because that amount of scholarship is very good if you convert in Indian rupees. And if you are living outside, then also I think for if I will say the expenses of every month, so even including your house rent and food and even with your some travel, I think it will not going to exceed 4,000 shekel or 4,500. So if you are getting 9 or 8, then you can convert in Indian rupee and see that how you are saving in every month. So in postdoc, you will definitely go to save good money. So scholarship in postdoc varies between 8 to 11, so that is good uh, for the everything or your living expenses with savings. So that's it.
Got it. Got it.
I would also like to add that sometimes we also have some scholarship options, except our master's or postdoc scholarship. They provide some like international student scholarship or different scholarships in which you can apply and you can get some more scholarships from there.
Okay, wow, that's great to hear. Wow. Okay, so Anuj and Sheetal, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for sharing these wonderful insights with us today. I will request you to please stay with us. We have a Q&A round with the participants, so in case if you want to take any questions, please feel free to. Okay, so with that, we come to the last part of the webinar for today. We have the question answer round. The floor is open to all. We would like to have your questions. Of course, if you have any question, please raise your hand and please try to keep the questions general. Okay, if you have very specific questions about any particular part of research or something like that, please, of course, you can feel free to reach out to me on the email or on the number with those specific questions, and I'll be happy to help you. But in case if you have general questions now, please feel free to ask. You can raise your hand. Yes, I think so. Nikki184 has a question. Yes, please, Nikki. You can unmute your mic and ask.
Hello everyone, I'm Nikhil Kaparthi. I'm from Hyderabad actually. My question is, I have completed my BSc Agriculture Science from Professor Jayashankar, Telangana Agriculture University, and I'm currently appointed as a research intern in International Crop Research Institute, which is located in Hyderabad. I'm looking for any funding opportunities for my master's degree program, and I'm trying to contact professors or scientists across the globe, but I am not getting appropriate responses, like acceptance responses. I'm only getting encouraging replies. May I get any inputs for my performance?
Okay. Thank you for asking that question. Professor Ayal, would you like to take that?
Yeah, I know it's hard to approach PIs from abroad who not necessarily know you, etc. But I think there is no other way of, first off, if you go to conferences, that's also a good opportunity to meet relevant people. So search which might be relevant and try to contact them and find some time within conferences and workshops and so on, even maybe coming to your institute. And with respect to, other than that, as I mentioned before, you need to, when you see people that you're interested in, you need to learn what they do and how they do it, and be, just, of course, be yourself, but also exhibit knowledge about their work, how it's relevant to your previous, current, and work, and future kind of ambitions and so on, and just keep looking. Another thing, Naama mentioned at the beginning of this seminar, at least in our institute, that we have this research portal where you have open positions and open opportunities of faculty who actually are currently searching actively for students. So this could also, I would recommend getting into that portal and check it around and see whether it can help you find relevant people.
I'd like to add two more comments, please, regarding the specific questions, because from what I understood, you're looking for a master's program and not a PhD or postdoc. So with the Hebrew University at the Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Environment, we have the International School. Noah and Eyal spoke about this briefly before, where students can enroll to a non-thesis track master's program. And during this master's program, which is a full degree program, many of the students who enroll for this one-year program continue for the second year and expand the degree and expand their studies for a research program, and they complete thesis. This pathway allows students who need a bit more reassurance or need the support of securing a supervisor, not necessarily from overseas. They can do it during the first year of their studies. This allows you to explore your opportunities, to interact with different faculty, to see the different options. It allows them to assess your abilities and your scope of work and your capabilities as a researcher, and then you transfer smoothly, and you can say even organically, to a second year of thesis track masters, hopefully, should you want this, to continue for a research track PhD as well. This is definitely an option I do encourage you to explore. To secure a supervisor as an MSc student is more difficult, and it's very, very reasonable, because the current scope of work you already have as a researcher, the involvement in research that you have at the moment is quite limited, and this is very natural. But if you enroll for a non-thesis track MSc program, it allows you to be integrated more smoothly into the research track. That's my first question. That's my first comment, and I do encourage you to explore this. Secondly, and I've mentioned this earlier in my presentation, on our website there are some guidelines and tips for students who try to secure a supervisor. What sort of information and what sort of approach do you recommend you make sure you cover in your application, in your emails? At the Hebrew University and in many elite institutions globally, our top researchers do receive high volume of applications, and you would like to differentiate yourself. You would want to showcase what strengths, what abilities you are bringing. Students who start their emails with "Dear Sir, Madam," automatically are less relevant in the eyes of the PI. So do bear this in mind. You need to be specific, you need to be coherent, you have to be very educated in the scope of the work the researcher you approach is covering and is focusing on. So there is some sort of a research you need to do in order to become a part of the research community with the specific researcher. Bear this in mind. I'm sure that many of you already do that, but from my experience, we do see many candidates write to us with this very generic type of approach, and I honestly think this is my first tip to you. Make sure you are knowledgeable and you know who you are speaking with. It's a basic etiquette of research, right? So make sure you do that.
Okay, I hope your question is answered. Very detailed answer, Nama.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor AR also. We'll take the question from Kumari Vaibhav.
Hi all. Hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes.
Okay. So my question basically is that I've completed my graduation, my bachelor's in 2021. And since then, I've been working with the NGO, a not-for-profit organization. And I don't have any I don't have any prior research experience. And is that necessary for any non-thesis program to have some research background? So that's my question.
Nama, would you like to take it?
Yeah.
I'm on. Yeah.
So just to confirm, I understood your question. You're asking if you don't have a research background, would you be able to enroll for a research track?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, the question is for non-thesis program. So
right.
For non-thesis program, also, do we have to have any research experience, any prior research experience?
No, for the MSc, basically the non-research track, the master's non-research programs we offer, most of the students are coming directly after bachelor's. And on bachelor BA programs, BA degrees, in very few institutions and universities, people do have the opportunity to be involved in research. So for many students, the first step into the world of research and labs is through master's program. So we do have students that do have some background, and we have students that come without research background, and for both, we have the opportunity to start our master's program. Of course, should you want to continue and be involved in research masters, you'll need to carry on, like Eyal mentioned, we spoke about this before, basic research already during the first year of your master's, and then you can enroll and move forward to the second year where you'll have to complete the full thesis.
Okay, thank you so much for answering that, Nama. I hope your question is answered. We'll take the last two questions.
Hello.
Yeah, we have it from Bhargav Kiran. Bhargav Kiran, are you here?
Yeah, sir. Hello. Good evening all. Hope I'm audible. My question is, sir, I have completed my bachelor's in agriculture, master's and PhD in horticulture, especially in the field of vegetable science. So I just wanted to know, as this program in they have mentioned is about postdoc opportunities also. So what is the emphasis of postdoc in horticulture? Means whether vegetable is having more scope over there, because Israel is one of the country where horticulture is going miles and mile ahead when compared to other countries. And my purpose of joining this webinar is also because it is more related to horticulture, especially. I would like to be a part of it. So I just wanted to know what is the scope of getting a postdoc opportunity for Indians, especially in the horticulture background. And after completing that, what are the opportunities that we can get? Because after doing the postdoc, if we come back to India, we will be more than like what to say, we will be overqualified, because some of the times when we apply abroad to any doctoral program or postdoc program, they will be seeing that you are overqualified. Some of the mails I have received, we just want only the master student, we don't want doctoral student. That kind of message also I have received from some of the labs. So I just wanted to clarify these things. So what is the scope of postdoc, getting a postdoc for horticulture for Indians, and after completion of that program, what is the opportunities that may be available to do or work with?
Got it. Got your question, Bhargav. Professor Eyal, would you like to take that?
Yeah, sure. Hi. With respect to postdoc, which is my understanding that what you're searching for currently, it is actually, so first off, we have PIs, of course, working in these areas, but it depends on the PI, right? So you should just check them out and see whether it fits your kind of interest. And then talk with them specifically about how it's going to work. Also, again, we have that portal where it has where researchers also looking for postdoc candidates. So you can look at that too. With respect to coming back to India after completing this degree and overqualified kind of concerns that you have, I must admit that I don't really know about what happens in India afterwards. So I would, this part of the questions, I would not, I don't want to just say something that I'm not sure about.
Okay. Okay, Professor Eyal. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. We'll take one last question from Dr. Sayan.